Why you don't need a crowd after 70. 6 reasons to embrace independence and live happier. As the wrinkles deepen with the passage of time, and silver threads appear like winter's snowflakes, our lives naturally transition into a new chapter. At 70, many might feel the absence of friends who once shared countless joys and sorrows. But does solitude equate to unhappiness? This piece offers a different perspective, suggesting that sometimes independence in later years can be the key to unlocking happiness and peace. 1. The freedom to choose your own rhythm. As we age, our priorities and energy levels often shift. The constant demands of social engagements that might have been fulfilling in earlier years can sometimes become draining. Embracing solitude isn't about becoming a hermit. Rather, it's about intentionally creating space for introspection, self-discovery, and a deeper connection with oneself. Here are some potential psychological benefits. Enhanced self-awareness. With fewer external distractions, there's more opportunity for quiet reflection. This can lead to a greater understanding of one's own thoughts, feelings, values, and priorities at this stage of life. You might find yourself reevaluating past experiences and gaining new perspectives without the influence of group dynamics or the need to present a certain image to others. Reduce stress and anxiety. Social interactions, while often positive, can also be sources of stress, navigating different personalities, managing expectations, and feeling the pressure to participate. Reducing the frequency of these interactions can lead to a calmer mental state and lower levels of anxiety. You have more control over your environment and schedule, minimizing potential stressors. Increased creativity and intellectual stimulation. Solitude can be a fertile ground for creativity. Many artists, writers, and thinkers have found inspiration in quiet contemplation. Engaging in solitary hobbies like reading, writing, painting, or playing a musical instrument can flourish when you have dedicated, uninterrupted time. This can lead to a renewed sense of purpose and engagement. Emotional regulation. Spending time alone allows for processing emotions in a private and comfortable space. You have the freedom to feel and reflect without the need for immediate explanation or external validation. This can foster greater emotional resilience and self-soothing abilities. A deeper sense of inner peace. As mentioned before, the absence of constant external stimulation can lead to a greater sense of inner peace and tranquility. This can be particularly valuable in later life, providing a sense of contentment that isn't dependent on external factors or social validation. Greater appreciation for social connections, when they occur paradoxically. Intentionally spending time alone can actually enhance the enjoyment of social interactions when they do happen. By not feeling obligated to constant socializing, you can be more present and engaged when you choose to connect with others, making those interactions more meaningful. It's important to emphasize that this isn't about advocating for complete isolation, which can have negative consequences. Instead, it's about finding a healthy balance that prioritizes individual needs and preferences in later life. For some, this might mean significantly reducing their social circle and cherishing moments of solitude. For others, it might involve a more subtle shift towards prioritizing quality over quantity in their social interactions and carving out dedicated time for themselves. Ultimately, embracing independence after 70 can be a powerful pathway to psychological well-being, fostering a deeper connection with oneself and a greater appreciation for the peace and freedom that solitude can offer. What are your thoughts on these psychological benefits? Do any of them particularly resonate with you or spark further questions? 2. Personal health. Investing in your well-being. As we age, our bodies naturally undergo changes. Taking proactive steps to maintain and improve our health becomes paramount for overall well-being and quality of life. Embracing independence allows for a more dedicated focus on this. Tailored exercise regimens. Without the constraints of work schedules or social commitments, you have more flexibility to design an exercise routine that suits your individual needs and abilities. This could range from gentle walks in the park and swimming to yoga, tai chi, or even simple stretching exercises at home. The key is consistency and choosing activities you enjoy, making it easier to stick with them. Mindful nutrition. Preparing nutritious meals becomes less of a chore and more of an act of self-care when you have more time. You can focus on whole foods, experiment with healthy recipes, and pay closer attention to how different foods make you feel. This can contribute significantly to energy levels, disease prevention, and overall vitality. Prioritizing rest and sleep. Quality sleep is crucial for physical and cognitive health, especially as we age. A more flexible schedule allows for establishing a consistent sleep routine and ensuring you get the rest your body needs without the pressure of early wake-up calls or late-night social engagements. Regular health checkups and self-monitoring. Having more personal time makes it easier to schedule and attend medical appointments. You can also become more attuned to your body's signals, noticing any changes or discomfort early on and addressing them promptly. Stress management. Reducing the pressures of a busy social calendar can naturally lower stress levels. You have more time for relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply enjoying quiet moments, all of which contribute to better mental and physical health. Personal interests. Nurturing your passions. With more time on your hands, the possibilities for exploring and indulging in personal interests become vast. This is a chance to reconnect with old passions or discover entirely new ones, adding richness and joy to your daily life. Rediscovering old hobbies. Perhaps you enjoyed painting, knitting, gardening, or playing a musical instrument in your younger years but didn't have the time to dedicate to them. Retirement and increased independence offer the perfect opportunity to pick up those beloved pastimes once again. Exploring new interests. Have you always wanted to learn a new language, try pottery, join a book club, on your own terms, perhaps focusing on the reading aspect at home, or delve into genealogy? Now is the time. Engaging in new activities keeps your mind sharp, fosters a sense of accomplishment, and can open up new avenues for personal growth. Creative pursuits. Whether it's writing memoirs, crafting, photography, or any other form of creative expression, having more solitary time can fuel your imagination and provide a deeply satisfying outlet for your thoughts and feelings. Lifelong learning. The desire to learn doesn't diminish with age. You can enroll in online courses, attend lectures on topics that fascinate you, or simply dedicate time to reading and expanding your knowledge on subjects you're curious about. Mindful enjoyment of simple pleasures. Sometimes, the greatest joys come from simple things like spending time in nature, listening to music, or enjoying a quiet cup of tea. With more independence, you have the space and time to savor these moments fully. The interconnection. It's important to note that focusing on personal health and interests are often interconnected. Engaging in physical activities you enjoy can also be a hobby. Learning about nutrition can become a personal interest. Both contribute significantly to a sense of purpose, well-being, and overall happiness in your later years. By consciously prioritizing your health and nurturing your interests, you are actively investing in your own happiness and creating a fulfilling and meaningful independent life after 70. This self-directed focus can be incredibly empowering and lead to a deep sense of contentment. What personal health practices or interests are you curious about exploring or perhaps rekindling? Let's discuss specific examples or ways to get started. Ongwan va noi dung lin quan. B. 3. Understanding unnecessary drama. Before we proceed, let's define what we mean by unnecessary drama. This can encompass a range of situations and interactions, including petty arguments and conflicts, getting caught up in minor disagreements or squabbles that ultimately have little impact on your life, gossip and negativity, engaging in or being drawn into conversations that focus on negativity, complaining, or spreading rumors about others, toxic relationships, maintaining connections with individuals who consistently bring negativity, stress, or conflict into your life, over-involvement in other people's issues, feeling compelled to intervene or become overly invested in situations that are not your direct responsibility and cause you unnecessary worry, dwelling on the past, ruminating on past grievances or conflicts that you have little or no control over changing, seeking external validation through conflict, unconsciously creating or participating in drama to feel important or gain attention. Why avoiding drama is particularly beneficial after 70. Preserving precious energy. As we age, our energy levels can naturally decline. Engaging in emotionally taxing drama can deplete this valuable resource, leaving you feeling drained and less able to enjoy activities that truly bring you joy. Protecting mental and emotional well-being. Constant exposure to negativity and conflict can lead to increased stress, anxiety, and even depression. Steering clear of drama helps safeguard your mental and emotional peace. Focusing on what truly matters. Life after 70 often brings a clearer perspective on what holds genuine significance. Getting entangled in trivial matters can distract you from cherishing meaningful relationships, pursuing passions, and enjoying the present moment. Creating a more peaceful environment. A life free from unnecessary drama fosters a sense of calm and tranquility in your daily existence. This allows you to appreciate the simple pleasures and find contentment in your surroundings. Setting a positive tone. Your attitude and the energy you project can influence those around you. By consciously choosing to avoid drama, you can contribute to more positive and harmonious interactions with family, friends, and acquaintances. Leading by example. For younger generations in your family or community, your ability to navigate life with grace and avoid unnecessary conflict can serve as a valuable example. Strategies for steering clear of unnecessary drama. Be mindful of your interactions. Pay attention to conversations and situations that tend to escalate or leave you feeling negative. Learn to recognize the early warning signs of potential drama. Set boundaries. It's okay to politely decline to participate in gossip or contentious discussions. You can say things like, "I'd rather not get involved in that," or "I prefer to focus on more positive topics." Limit exposure to negative influences. If certain individuals consistently bring drama into your life, consider limiting your interactions with them or establishing clear boundaries about the topics you're willing to discuss. Practice active listening. Without getting drawn in, you can listen to others without feeling obligated to take sides or offer unsolicited advice that might escalate the situation. Sometimes, simply being a calm presence can be helpful without getting personally involved. Focus on solutions, not problems. When appropriate, if you do find yourself in a situation with potential for drama, try to steer the conversation towards finding constructive solutions rather than dwelling on blame or negativity. Cultivate forgiveness and letting go. Holding on to grudges or past conflicts only perpetuates inner drama. Practicing forgiveness, both for others and yourself, can be incredibly liberating. Prioritize self-care. When you are feeling emotionally resilient and grounded, you are less likely to be drawn into or affected by external drama. Make time for activities that nourish your well-being. Choose your battles wisely. Not every disagreement requires your engagement. Learn to discern what is truly important and what is simply a minor irritation that is best left unaddressed. Steering clear of unnecessary drama after 70 is an act of self-preservation and a conscious choice to prioritize peace, well-being, and the enjoyment of your hard-earned tranquility. It's about focusing your precious energy on what truly enriches your life. What are some situations you've encountered where you successfully avoided unnecessary drama? Or what are some challenges you face in doing so? Sharing personal experiences can be insightful. For the essence of quality connections. Quality connections are characterized by mutual respect and understanding. These are relationships where you feel seen, heard, and valued for who you are, and you offer the same in return. There's an appreciation for each other's perspectives and boundaries. Genuine care and support. In these connections, there's a genuine concern for each other's well-being. You feel supported during challenging times and celebrate each other's successes. Authenticity and trust. You can be your true self without fear of judgment, and there's a deep level of trust and honesty in the relationship. Shared history and meaningful experiences. Often, quality connections are built on years of shared experiences, creating a rich tapestry of memories and a deep understanding of each other's journeys. Ease and comfort. Spending time with these individuals feels natural and comfortable. There's less need for pretense or putting on a facade. Reciprocity. While not always perfectly balanced, there's a general sense of give and take in the relationship, where both individuals contribute and feel supported. Why quality over quantity matters more after 70. Energy conservation. As we've discussed, energy levels can shift with age. Investing that energy in a few deep, Meaningful connections is often more fulfilling and less draining than trying to maintain a large network of superficial acquaintances. Deeper emotional support. Life can still present challenges as we age, and having a few trusted individuals to lean on for emotional support can make a significant difference in our resilience and well-being. Shared understanding of life's journey. Friends who have known you for a long time often share a similar understanding of the aging process, its joys, and its challenges. This shared perspective can be incredibly validating. Reduced social obligations. Focusing on quality connections allows you to prioritize interactions that genuinely bring you joy and avoid feeling obligated to attend numerous social events that might be tiring or unfulfilling. Enhanced sense of belonging. Even in a more independent lifestyle, having a few strong connections can foster a vital sense of belonging and reduce feelings of loneliness. Nurturing existing quality connections. Be proactive. Make an effort to stay in touch with those you cherish. This could involve regular phone calls, emails, or visits when possible. Be present. When you do spend time with these individuals, be fully present and engaged in the conversation. Show genuine interest in their lives. Offer support. Be there for them during their challenges, just as they are there for you. Offer practical help or simply a listening ear. Share joyful moments. Celebrate their successes and share your own happy occasions with them. Acknowledge and appreciate. Let them know how much their friendship means to you. A simple expression of gratitude can go a long way. Be understanding of changing circumstances. As everyone ages, circumstances can change. Health, mobility, living situations. Be flexible and understanding of any limitations your friends might face. The contrast with less meaningful connections. In contrast, maintaining a large number of acquaintances or superficial friendships can sometimes feel like a burden, requiring time and energy without offering the same level of emotional fulfillment or genuine support. It's about consciously choosing where to invest your social energy. Finding balance. The key is finding a balance that feels right for you. Embracing independence can coexist beautifully with cherishing a few deep, meaningful connections. It's about being intentional about the relationships you nurture and recognizing the immense value they bring to your life. Think about the people in your life who truly uplift you and with whom you share a genuine connection. How do you nurture those relationships, and what makes them so valuable to you? Sharing your thoughts on this can be very insightful. 5. The wellspring of inner strength. Inner strength isn't about being invulnerable or never needing support. Instead, it's the quiet confidence that resides within us, enabling us to cope with challenges. Life inevitably throws curveballs. Inner strength provides the resilience to face difficulties, adapt to change, and persevere through tough times without being completely overwhelmed. Maintain emotional equilibrium. While we still experience a full range of emotions, inner strength helps us to process them in a healthy way, preventing us from being unduly swayed by external circumstances or the opinions of others. Uphold personal values. It's the unwavering commitment to our core beliefs and principles, guiding our decisions and actions even when faced with pressure or adversity. Find meaning and purpose. Inner strength often connects us to a deeper sense of self and purpose, providing a compass that guides our choices and gives our lives meaning, independent of external validation. Embrace vulnerability. Paradoxically, true inner strength often involves the courage to be vulnerable, to acknowledge our limitations and imperfections without letting them define us. Cultivating self-reliance. Self-reliance, in this context, isn't about complete isolation or refusing help when needed. Rather, it's about fostering a sense of agency and the ability to manage one's own life with confidence. This includes taking responsibility, owning our choices and actions, both successes and mistakes, and learning from them. Problem solving. Developing the capacity to assess situations, identify potential solutions, and take initiative to address challenges. Managing practicalities. Feeling capable of handling everyday tasks and responsibilities, whether it's managing finances, maintaining a home, or navigating healthcare. Trusting your own judgment. Having confidence in your ability to make sound decisions based on your own experiences and insights. Seeking help when needed without shame, recognizing that self-reliance doesn't mean doing everything alone. It includes the wisdom to identify when support is necessary and the courage to ask for it. How age contributes to inner strength and self-reliance. Our 70s and beyond can be a period where inner strength and self-reliance naturally deepen. Accumulated wisdom. Decades of life experiences provide a rich tapestry of lessons learned, offering valuable perspectives and insights that inform our present decisions. Increased self-awareness. Through years of introspection and navigating various life stages, we often develop a clearer understanding of our own strengths, weaknesses, and coping mechanisms. Letting go of external pressures. As societal expectations and the need for external validation often diminish with age, we become freer to define our own sense of worth and rely on our internal compass. Adaptability forged through change. Life inevitably brings changes, and our ability to adapt to these changes over the years strengthens our resilience and self-reliance. Appreciation for inner resources. We often come to realize the profound strength that resides within us, independent of external circumstances or social validation. Embracing inner strength and self-reliance in later life. Reflect on your life journey. Take time to acknowledge the challenges you've overcome and the strengths you've demonstrated throughout your life. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to your inner voice and allow it to guide your decisions. Continue learning and growing. Engaging in new activities and learning new skills can boost confidence and reinforce self-reliance. Practice self-care. Nurturing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being strengthens your inner resources. Set realistic goals. Achieving goals, no matter how small, can build a sense of accomplishment and self-efficacy. Acknowledge your capabilities. Recognize and celebrate your abilities and the things you are still capable of doing. Seek support when necessary, without viewing it as a weakness. Self-reliance includes knowing when to ask for help and doing so with self-respect. Ultimately, cultivating inner strength and self-reliance in our later years empowers us to navigate this stage of life with grace, dignity, and a deep sense of personal agency. It allows us to find contentment and fulfillment from within, independent of the constant need for external validation or social engagement. What aspects of your own inner strength or self-reliance are you most aware of or proud of? Reflecting on these qualities can be very empowering. 6. What is stillness? Stillness isn't simply the absence of physical movement or external sound. It's a state of being that encompasses physical quietude, creating moments where the body is at rest, free from the demands of activity. Mental calm, quieting the internal chatter of thoughts, worries, and to-do lists, allowing the mind to settle. Emotional serenity, cultivating a sense of inner peace and acceptance, letting go of anxieties and striving. Attentive presence, being fully present in the moment, observing and appreciating the subtle details of our surroundings or our inner world without judgment. Why stillness can be particularly meaningful after 70. A counterpoint to a lifetime of activity. After decades of work, raising families, and navigating a busy world, the opportunity to embrace stillness can offer a welcome respite and a chance to simply be. Enhanced self-reflection. Quiet moments provide the space for deeper introspection, allowing us to process life experiences, gain new perspectives, and connect with our inner wisdom. Reduced sensory overload. As we age, we might become more sensitive to excessive noise and stimulation. Stillness offers a sanctuary from this, promoting a sense of calm and well-being. Appreciation for simple pleasures. In the quiet, we often become more attuned to the subtle beauty of the world around us. The play of light, the sound of the wind, the warmth of the sun. These simple pleasures can become sources of profound joy. A deeper connection with inner self. Stillness allows us to listen to the quiet whispers of our own hearts and intuition, fostering a stronger sense of self and inner peace. A sense of timelessness. In moments of profound stillness, the urgency of time can fade away, allowing us to simply exist in the present moment without the pressures of the past or the anxieties of the future. Cultivating joy in stillness. Finding joy in stillness is a skill that can be cultivated through conscious effort. Schedule quiet time. Intentionally carve out moments in your day for stillness, even if it's just for a few minutes. This could be during your morning coffee, after a meal, or before bed. Create a peaceful environment. Designate a space in your home or find a natural setting where you feel calm and undisturbed. Practice mindfulness. Engage your senses fully in the present moment, whether you're simply sitting and breathing or observing your surroundings. Engage in gentle contemplation. Allow your thoughts to drift without judgment, observing them as they come and go. You might reflect on pleasant memories or simply enjoy the quiet flow of your inner world. Connect with nature. Spending time in nature, even in silence, can be incredibly restorative and foster a sense of peace and connection. Practice gratitude. Quiet moments can be an opportunity to reflect on the things you are grateful for, fostering a sense of contentment. Embrace boredom. Initially, sometimes, the initial moments of stillness can feel a bit uncomfortable or even boring if we are used to constant stimulation. Allow yourself to simply be with this feeling without immediately reaching for a distraction. Often, a sense of peace and even joy emerges after this initial phase. Engage in gentle, solitary hobbies. Activities like reading, knitting, or listening to calming music can be enjoyed in stillness and bring a sense of quiet satisfaction. The difference between stillness and loneliness. It's important to distinguish between chosen stillness and unwanted loneliness. Stillness is a conscious choice, an embrace of solitude for its peaceful and restorative qualities. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a feeling of isolation and disconnection that is often unwanted and can be detrimental to well-being. Finding joy in stillness is about finding contentment in your own company and the quietude of the moment. Embracing stillness in our later years can be a powerful way to cultivate inner peace, appreciate the beauty of the present moment, and discover a profound sense of joy that arises not from external stimulation, but from the quiet sanctuary within ourselves. What are some ways you currently experience stillness in your life? Or what are some practices you might be curious to explore? Sharing your experiences and intentions can deepen our understanding of this valuable aspect of life. In conclusion, turning 70 isn't the end of joy, but the beginning of a new journey where independence can become a source of strength and happiness. Cherish these years, listen to your body and soul, and discover the simple pleasures in life. You don't need a multitude of friends to feel happy. Sometimes true peace and joy come from within. Embrace this independence and live a full life on your own terms.